This is BlindViews, and that's how I see it.
Okay, this is BlindViews, and that's the way I see it.
I am BlindViews, and that's the way I see it.
Hi, I'm BlindViews, and that's the way I see it.
Because I'm BlindViews, and that's the way I see it.
This is BlindViews,
And that's the way I see it.
This is BlindViews, and that's the way I see it.
This is BlindViews, and that's the way I see it.
This is BlindViews, and that's how I see it.
I'm BlindViews, and that's the way I see it.
This is BlindViews, and that's the way I see it.
I'm BlindViews, and that's the way Sammy and I see it.
This is BlindViews. That's the way I see it.
I'm BlindViews, and that's the way I see it.
This is BlindViews, and that's the way I see it from the Riverwalk in San Antonio, Texas.
This is BlindViews, and that's the way I see it.
This is BlindViews, and that's the way I see it.
This is BlindViews, and that's the way I see it.
This is BlindViews, and that's the way I see it.
This is BlindViews, and that's the way I see it.
This is BlindViews, and that's the way I see it.
I'm BlindViews, and that's the way I see it.
I'm BlindViews, and that's the way I see it.
Fluffy, get back here. Oh, hey. This is BlindViews, and that's the way I see it. Now, Fluffy,
This is BlindViews, and that's the way I see it.
これはブラインドビューダリー。それは私がそれを見る方法です。
This is BlindViews, and that's the way I see it.
This is BlindViews, and that's the way I see it.
This is BlindViews, and that's the way I see it.
I'm BlindViews. That's how I see it.
This is BlindViews, and that's the way I see it.
This is BlindViews, and that's the way I see it.
This is BlindViews.
And that's the way I see it.
This is BlindViews, and that's the way I see it.
This is BlindViews, and that's the way I see it.
This is BlindViews, and that's the way I see it. Towboat style.
Yeah, this is BlindViews, and that's the way I see it. Oh yeah.
This is BlindViews, and that's the way I see it.
I'm BlindViews, and that is the way I see it.
This is BlindViews, and that's the way I see it.
I'm BlindViews, and that's the way I see it.
I'm BlindViews, that's the way I see it. I'm BlindViews,
And that's the way I see it.
This is BlindViews, and that's the way I see it.
We're BlindViews, and that's the way we see it.
This is BlindViews, and that's the way I see it.
I'm BlindViews.
I'm BlindViews.
And I'm BlindViews. That's the way we see it.
I'm BlindViews.
And that's the way I see it.
This is BlindViews, and that's the way I see it.
This is BlindViews, and that's the way I see it.
I'm BlindViews, and that's the way I see it.
This is BlindViews, and that's the way I see it.
This is BlindViews, and that's the way I see it.
This is BlindViews, and that's the way I see it.
This is BlindViews, and that's the way I see it.
I'm BlindViews, and that's how Bandit and I see it.
This is BlindViews. This is the way we see it.
What was that thing you say?
That's the way I see it.
That's it. That's the way he sees it. Not me. I can't say that, but he can say that.
What's up, everybody? It's another Thursday. Hello, hello, hello. All right. We have No Fear to Trek, The Big Easy, Nez, Felicity, and that's everyone that's in the chat. All right. Hello, hello. Ow, hello. Ouch. Guess I didn't do that properly, didn't I? Oh, how's everybody doing on this fine Thursday? It was a nice day out today. A little rainy. Hey, there's Linda. Good to see you here, Linda. Hello, hello, hello. It was rainy here, but it was nice and cool. It wasn't real hot. It didn't pour or anything, but it was raining off and on, so it wasn't a bad day. Wasn't a bad day at all. We went out and got some sushi today. Went to a place here called Sushi Heaven. Pretty cool place. $14.99. And you just sit down and eat until you're done. Pretty good stuff. Really good stuff. Oh, man. I could have sat there all day. Good stuff. I always like some good sushi. And this is starting to cool off outside. Yep. Wasn't too bad today. Wasn't too bad. The rain kept it nice and cool around here. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. I really enjoyed it. I had a good time. Ate too much. Ate too much. For sure. But it was good. It was good. It sure was good. All right. Well, I want to start off with, I guess we should say, a little bit of a comment that I thought was kind of amusing. So I had to address it. I have to address it. I just have to. I don't have a choice. I got to do it. See, some people, they think they know. When in reality, they don't have a clue. I guess you can look over here and see if you can see your sticker over there. Thought I'd give a nice little angle of the sticker wall. Carrie Joe, hey. There she is. How's Carrie Joe doing? How was the wedding? Was it good? Was it good? Did you have fun? Was it enjoyable? I hope so. Boom. Yeah, it's some people, some people, they think they know everything. Think they know what they're talking about, but they don't have a clue. It's kind of waiting to see if Carrie Joe, there we go. Let's see. Beautiful, wonderful, and perfect. Awesome. I'm glad you had a good time. Always fun. To see the young ones, the ones you took under your wing and raised and taught them everything you know, to grow up and be self-sufficient and start a family and all that good stuff. It does kind of give you that little sense of pride, doesn't it? That you did something right. You managed to keep them alive. Your baby girl is married now, yeah. Crazy stuff, isn't it? Yeah, I remember when my daughter got married. It makes you feel some kind of way, doesn't it? Pretty cool, though. Let me get this out of the way before I forget. I want to thank the folks that support the channel. I do appreciate all the support. You guys are awesome. Definite shift. Yeah, right. For sure. He was second year of art school. Awesome. Hey, Richard Quick. All right, so here we go. I got a comment that I have to say something because it just I don't know. Some people, again, I did a video. I did a video, and I was talking about, you know, people that do YouTube and spend a lot of time doing YouTube, and I used the term jobby poo. If you want to make YouTube, you're jobby poo is what I said. And here's the comment. Jobby poo? Really? You're quoting Camo Dave now? Come on. Butterbean. So, of course, I relied. First of all, you have no idea what you're talking about. That's Living Free Mike saying, Dead Dave never had an original idea. So, I just wanted to show that, yeah, Steel 10 Adventures, Bob Outdoors, and even Line Screw. It's a Mikey quote. It's a Mikey thing. Not a Dead Dave thing. Has nothing to do with Dave. Nothing at all. But no. I'm quoting Camo Dave. And here's the thing. Here's the thing. That I gotta say it. One, don't care about Dave. He's gone. He's been gone. He's gonna stay gone as far as I know, unless there's some elixir that's gonna bring him back to life. But anyway, these people that popped in, I don't know, a year ago or so, or a year and a half ago, and they see the man behind the curtain, the great wonderful Oz, the great Camo Dave. And they think that everything that he does or was doing was him. They don't know. They don't know anything. They don't know that way back that everything was totally different. They probably don't. If they've seen old videos, they probably think that Tank the dog was his dog. They probably don't know that he had a condo that he got with some inheritance money and then had to sell it for less than what it was worth and wound up, basically homeless. They don't know that every single thing that he did was somebody else's idea. They don't know that his website was nothing but him going around to other websites, copy and pasting fucking articles and posting them on his website as his own and selling ads. They don't know that him changing names of everybody like Derek and Camper Carol wasn't his idea. That was taken from the Vlogger Puppets. He stole that. The lights. Stole that. I'm going to go make a Coco scope. Why? Because somebody else did it first and said about it. So he had to run and go do that. Everything. Everything. Nothing was his idea. But they come on. Positive. But they have to come on. And again, I've been watching for a whole year. And look at all the wonderful things he stole. Did. They think everything, just because he's a jobby poo, and wore it out. They think he came up with that. So now I can't say jobby poo because I'm stealing it from Camo Dave, Dipshit Dave, Douchebag Dave, Dead Dave. No, No. It was a Mikey thing. But they don't know that. They think everything was the great and wonderful Oz, you know? No. It's just, ugh. They think they know everything. They don't know dick. They don't know nothing. Anything that was even half an idea wasn't his idea. Like, oh, hey, look, Aja has Moo Moo. Eric has Jax the cat. Everybody that has their little content animal, he didn't have one. Since he didn't have Tank that he walked anymore, and well, left them ladies in the lurch too. It was like, I'm out of here, fuck it, and he left. But anyway, so the Doxinator comes up with all these ideas. Have people send in photos of their pets. Yeah. Letters. Everything that he did, nothing was his idea. Nothing. You even tell people, this is the guy that sleeps in the closet. Oh, I got tons of comments. He doesn't sleep in the closet. He has a huge room. He did a tour of his closet with the bed in it. He showed us the closet that he slept in. He showed all his little white t-shirts stacked up on the thing in the closet that he said that he slept in. But no. You're lying, BlindViews. He doesn't sleep in the closet. See, they think they know. They don't know dick. They don't know nothing. I have to have a studio. Why? A guy that spins the camera around, points it at a laptop, and then spins it back around and points it at his face, and then puts his little witchy finger up there and goes, hey, look at that. Look right there. He needs a studio. Why? Well, all I got to say is, before you camo clowns make your little comments, do a little bit of research about your hero before you jump down somebody's throat. Oh, give the poor guy a break. Oh, jobby poo. Oh, now you're stealing stuff from... No, ass clown. Ass wipe. You fucking... Ugh. Oh, should be working again. I lost internet. All right, let me see here. Bear with. I can't see. There we go. Oh, man. Where's it at? There we go. Oh, my. What a mess. Yeah, my internet took a crap. Hang on. Let me see here. Let's see, chat. I'm still here. Gotta fix the chat thing quick. Bear with. Okay. Let's see. Come over here and see if it works. There, welcome back. Okay. Yeah, gotta pay the bill. Kicked out the plug, yeah. Oh my. Yeah, I think our router's going out. I think I gotta go get a new one. It's been a couple bazillion years. It I did it earlier today, and as soon as you reset it, it comes back on. I thought it was the cable company, the internet provider, but it goes out, and then as soon as you reset the router, it comes right back on. So I do believe I will have to invest. Oh, you know what that means? Send me money! Oh, my. Let me see here. Yeah, it is an old one. We've had it for a while. But,
Bear with.
Oh, no, that's not good.
Bear with.
Try this again.
Bear with. Bear with. Bear with. Back.
Back. And there we go. That's the way I felt. Bear with. Oh, my. Always something, People are slowly coming back. Guess we'll see what happens. Oh. Hello to anybody that joined during the glitch that I didn't say hello to. Hello, hello, hello. And there, if you have a sticker, you send me or search for it. See if you can see it. Might be behind the guitar. You just never know. Always something. Always something. Oh, man. 7 whole people. All right. All right, well, I guess we'll try to resume. I was going to start a new one, but this one was still rolling, waiting, so I just continued. Maybe I will, I don't know. Maybe I'll edit it, cut it out, the big part. I don't know. Maybe I'll just leave it. Who cares? Who cares at all, right? All right, well, let me just get on to it. Let's see. The topic I wanted to ask and see if anybody wanted to talk about was, what do you think RVing will be like next year in 2023? I'll start out with this little tidbit. I think that lots of used RVs are going to be for sale. I think all the pandemic buyers are going to go, yeah, it sounded like a good idea, but, and I think they're going to sell. So I think there's going to be a whole lot of used RVs. Hello, Treasure Maze. So yeah, lots of good deals. Yeah, I think only the rich will survive. Yeah, I don't know about good deals. I think a lot of people are going to want to get a bunch of money because they're going to feel like, I only use this thing for a year or maybe a little over a year, and it has hardly any miles. It wasn't like I drove it all over the place, and they're going to want to get top dollar. Plus, they're going to see the way things are right now, that people are selling used RVs for the same price as new RVs. So I think they're going to have that in their head, and they're going to try. I saw my 38-foot diesel pusher. So much shit in the RV world. Schoolies and vans everywhere. No slots. Gas, $5 a gallon. I made $10K on mine. There you go. See, that's one thing I see. I foresee. I'm going to predict. Throw my prediction hat in the ring. And I'm going to say, I think that there's going to be a lot of again, because people didn't want to fly, even if they could, and people didn't want to go to hotels and do all that shit. They're like, hey, I can stay in my little bubble. This RV thing that everybody talks about on the YouTubes, and I see these beautiful pictures on Instagram. Let's do that. And then they bought the thing or ordered it and and waited. And then they went and they probably said, yeah, it was fun for a while, but no, this is a lot of work and this isn't as easy or as cheap as everybody said it was. I'm selling this fucking anchor. Everybody started to sell and there are more schoolies available every day. Well, the schoolie thing, I think the schoolie thing's a big scam, to tell you the truth. Tesla's working on an RV, yeah. A 5 million pound RV, and that's just the batteries. I've seen so many sitting on people's yards. Yeah, they do want a lot for them. People can't afford payments by next year. Well, that's the other thing I was going to say. Oops. Maybe people will sell and then file bankruptcy. Yeah, that's probably it. Gas, $3.79 a gallon. Here, less if you eat enough beans. I was conflicted, but I am sad because it was a sweet, sweet ride, but you can't get attached to any material thing. There you go. There you go. I foresee also that maybe, I'm not sure, but I think what I am thinking is that the price of new RVs will go down a little bit, but if the price does go down, the interest rate is still going to jack up everything. So if people are going to if people are looking into buying new ones, yeah, even if the price comes down a little, that high interest rate is going to make their payments way up there, because that's happening now in the car industry and everything else. So that interest rate is going to screw everything. And still, I don't, the RVs might have been okay a while ago, but in the last couple of years now, I think they're all shit. I mean, not that they were, built like bomb shelters anyway, but they are really horrible. What up, my homie Romy? I think the new ones, I think the quality went way, way, way down. Price for Basco is going from $4,000 to $5,000, $8,000 to $10,000. That's another thing. If you want to drive fucking 3 bazillion miles to go get something, I'm sure you can find stuff. But if you're looking for stuff in your area, pickings are slim. Yeah, the 10-year roll, yep. Yeah, 2x2 walls and a roof. Yeah, I just think with that scooter, I think they're not with the pandemic that when it hit and the supply chain issue. They were throwing anything, oh, we used to use these countertops and this pump and this little thing and this little gadget and this thing, but now we can't find it. So, yeah, we found this stove laying around and we got this a microwave and yeah, we got this water pump here. And we got these cabinets and wood's now $10 million for a 2x4. And yeah, so we're just going to throw in whatever the fuck we can find. And plus, people were backed up. I mean, the orders are backed up, so we're just pumping these things out. If something slides by, don't worry about it. We'll fix it later. We just got to get them out and get these things delivered. And I think that's what they did. And I think it shows. Because, I mean, you saw people before. I've been watching these people on YouTube for a long time now. And yeah, once in a while you'd hear some little, oh, this is fucked up and that's fucked up. And it took some time. Now you got people that just bought brand new ones. And they drove them for a hot minute, and they barely got off the lot, and they're already falling apart and shit's. I mean, they're horrible. Even watching Dreaming Out Loud RVing, they did that thing where they went to a damn show, where they took these RVs to a show, and they walked into one. The valances were falling off. They were hanging by one screw. The other three were going, and they were swinging. Trim was falling off around the ceiling already. Brand new, and they had these things at a show for people to look at. Oh my God. I think it's ridiculous. Yeah, I think it's horrible. Nobody cares anymore. And nobody cares. But I guess the good part is, I mean, President said the pandemic's over. Still pushing for vaccine mandates, but according to him, the pandemic's over. But he still wants shit done. But anyway, But yeah, I think it screwed up a lot of things. School buses were never made to be RVs. They ride like Flintstone cars. Yeah, yeah, you got that right. They get shitty gas mileage, fuel mileage. They do ride like they're on tank treads. Yeah, exactly. What do you expect? I keep saying I can buy a house on a big foundation with a basement and a flushing toilet and all that good stuff. I don't have to go pull levers. Oh man. But yeah, I just think the quality went way, way down. But that's just from what I see. And I'm just sitting here in the studio. What do I know? I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm blowhard. I have no clue, right? Nobody listens to Blind Views. But yeah, that's one thing I see. I don't know. I think the pricing and the new thing is going to go all kinds of wackadoodle. I could buy 500 old vans. Yeah, and that schooly thing, people were really taking advantage of people on that shit too. They're going out and buying these school buses with 10 million miles on them. They're spending $5,000 on these old buses. They're going to Lowe's and buying a skid of fucking a truckload of plywood, going in there and slapping some plywood up on the ceilings and the walls and going, "Hey, I'll sell this to you for $60,000." And people go, "Okay, looks good to me." They're doing all kinds of dumb shit. Hookers and booze, yeah. Yeah, I was watching this one guy. He was just shaking his head and laughing. I guess he has the real thing where he really builds stuff, you know, the insides of buses and all that other stuff. And he's like, "Look at that. Look at this. Look at that. Look at the carving. Look at the rough edges. They just cut it with a chop saw and just stuck it on there. There's a gap that's this big. You can put your almost put your finger in it. Look, they didn't even sand the edges down. There's splinters sticking all up. Look at this. Look at that. Look under here how they hooked up this plumbing. Look, apparently water flows uphill because they had a thing coming down from the drain and into a little into a 90, and then some flex pipe that went up over to some. It was all kinds of crazy. So yeah, people are just throwing shit together and going, "Here, you want a schoolie? This is it, man. Only $60,000." And what did they do? They have a whole investment of what, maybe 10,000. I bought it for 10. I bought it for $5,000, and I put $5,000 worth of plywood and some screws in this bitch and sold it. And people are going, "Okay, I'll buy it." It's just like the morons that look at their cars and go, "MSRP is $30,000." But hey, you guys wanted it, so this is the this is the market value markup. We'll sell to you for $41,000. Okay, sounds good to me. And they're buying it. So as long as stupid people buy it, they're gonna keep putting them price tags on it. It's when everybody goes, "No, I'm not doing that shit," then maybe you'll be able to go buy something for a decent price. But as long as morons go, "Okay, I'll do it." If I might not be able to get an RV for half what I sold mine for in less than a year. Let's see. I was thinking about that. I have seen some of those builds falling apart as they build. Yeah. It's like, come on, people. But it's like everything. Just slap it together and see what happens. See what kind of moron buys it. I wonder if they're going to be more or less snowbirds in the desert this year. Yeah, that's a good question, too. We shall find out soon, right? Most schoolies suck. Waste a year of your life for a crappy small vibrator. Hey, fish stick. IMG, is that what that says? Hello, hello, hello. Let's see what else. Okay. Let's campsites. I think that I think the price of campsites are going to go way up. I think that it's already started, but I think it's going to happen even more. That all these big corporations are going to buy campgrounds and they're going to do little or nothing and just raise the price. Yeah, I was here a year ago and it was only $10 a night for no hookups. It was $25 a night for, hookups. Now it's $75 a night. Yeah, that's what I see. So I see the people that want to have the amenities and, want to be able to plug in and take showers and flush toilets and run their ACs and all that shit. So have hookups in a campsite. I think they're going to be paying through the nose. And I think it's going to be, you might as well just go, you might as well just go have a mortgage. I just watched a thing. Was it today or yesterday? Within the last couple of days, someone was saying they went to a, yeah, that's exactly it. Because somebody was saying they went to it was a really nice campground along the ocean. So they expected it to be, pricey. And it was, I think they said it was like $105 or something like that a night. But it was right on the ocean, beautiful. It had all the hookups and everything. They went back this year and now it is blah, 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 campground and resort. They added the word resort. They didn't do anything to it except change the sign and put the word resort at the end. And now it's $300 a night, not a week, a night. $300 a night. Stay there for a month and tell me what would you rather pay? Your mortgage for the month or $300 a night? See what that adds up to. Do some quick math in your head. Yeah. Free, cheap, and easy? I don't think it's going to be that way much longer. And these folks are, they are buying them up too, man. Waffle and egg burger. I thought the RV craze is dying. I think it is. I think it's, you don't want to use the word fad or trend because that upsets people and they lose their fucking mind and they go, no, it's not, it's a lifestyle. It's not a trend. People have been doing it forever. But when things go on an upswing like that, and it is like a trend, and it was a trend for a while. And I think it's going to go back slowly back to what it used to be where, yeah, it's a lifestyle for some. And it's going to go back to, yeah, we like RVing a couple times a year, not to live in, especially as things get more expensive. Interest rates go through the roof and these things are built shittier and shittier. And I know people, oh, you never buy new and you buy used. Well, what are you getting? What are you getting? What do people slap Band-Aids on that you don't know unless you're some kind of expert and you climbed all over it, up through it and down through it and took it into a fucking car wash and sprayed water on it and looked for leaks and drove it for a week and said, hey, I want it now. But you don't know how that thing was driven. Oh, it only has, 60-some thousand miles on it and it's only a couple years old. Well, what were those 60,000 miles? Did they run it to death? Did they beat it? Were they driving it like hell on the highway? Were they fucking jamming on, were they overloading the thing and jamming on the brakes? I mean, what was this thing? Well, the engine's good. It runs good. And yeah, it shifts nice. Yeah. For now, transmission is usually the first thing to go out. Something in the drivetrain. You don't know what these people did. You don't know how they drove. You don't know how they took care of it unless they give you fucking maintenance records and say, here, the oil was changed. This was done. That was done. This is done. Yeah. See, that used shit. You can get a good deal sometimes, yeah, of course it was owned by an old couple and they only drove it. Yeah. And that story. I don't trust anybody. I don't believe anybody, and I don't trust anybody. Not even new. When you're buying new, I don't trust them fuckers either. People are going to be pitching tents in the median. Yeah. There's some states you can go to, and they'll be more than happy to take care of you if you do that. The most I ever paid for a campsite was in Savannah, $45, and that was just silly, but great location. Yeah. Savannah, oh man, I do love that place. Not free, not cheap, and schoolies and vans everywhere. The Bob was wrong. Yeah, right. The Bob was responsible for a large chunk of it. I believe it. I believe it. I know when I first started watching the Nomads many, many moons ago, the Bob was one of the first 3 channels that YouTube said, here, watch these folks. Yeah, the RV Geeks was the first channel. I was like, because I was reading stuff and they're talking about black tank and gray tank. I was like, I know what a fresh water tank is. I know what a hot water or a water heater is. And I don't know what this black tank, gray tank shit is. So I Googled it and said, watch this video. And it was the RV Geeks. And they were going, okay. And they explained the difference. And I was like, oh, okay. And from then on, it just went to the Bob and Nomadic Fanatic and Living Free Mike and all kinds of other weirdos. It's become a fad. As time passes, it will mostly lifestyle choices. Yeah. At least everyone knows how to take a dump in a bucket. That's right. But yeah, I think it's gonna, the diehards, the people that were into it and all that good stuff, they'll stick around and everything. But all these folks that watched, YouTube videos and followed somebody on Instagram and saw some lovely pictures of somebody open up the side door of their van and going, look at the lovely view. And thinking that was going to happen every day, all day. Yeah, I think a lot of people are going, yeah, this isn't what they fucking sold me. I was duped. The Bob will shave and get a haircut and disappear into civilization. That's right. Wasn't me. Who's this Bob? Wouldn't that be funny? See some old bald dude, clean shaven. Ambulance? I never lived in an ambulance. Who is this Bob character? Oh, man. All right, so let me talk about the campgrounds. How about this one? The people that reject society will stay out there. The hashtags need to go back in sticks and bricks. Yeah, I mean, look, not everybody, but I mean, look, Blue Van Dan, I think he's the only one that went backwards at the moment. Molly, what's up? And that's, he had land and was out in his little van, and he sold his land and moved into a big old bus. Fishstick says, full-time RVing will be difficult unless you want to live in the desert. People have to have a home base. I like RVing for vacation and seeing the country. Campgrounds are very expensive. Yes, I agree. I think that is the thing. I mean, again, I said it many times. If I could, I would have an RV if I could keep this place, but I can't afford both, so not going to happen. I'm going to be having a quiet, private place to live within 15 miles of a Walmart. Yeah, right. I watched the Bob do a tour. Lady said she left her husband in Canada and went to the desert because of the Bob. 3 months later, she's at a friend's house living. That's right. Oh, you gave me a 6 for that. That was kind. But yeah, since the campgrounds, I think the price is gonna go up. I think more people are gonna say, well, fuck this campground shit. I'm gonna go boondocking. I'll do like everybody else does, and I'll take my happy ass, and I will just sit in the desert and fucking pick sand out of my ass and get that good cough that everybody gets from breathing all that shit. But here's what I think is going to happen with that. As more people try to boondock, they're going to find out that all the shit that they need to be self-sufficient, I can get a whole solar setup for fucking $5 and I can do it myself. I just needed some wire and a twist tie and I'm good to go. Put a fucking glass plate on the roof and some aluminum foil and ta-da, a battery. I got it. No. If you want to get solar panels, you can get some solar panels for a decent price. But then you got the wiring to do that shit. Now you got fucking charge controllers. You got this, you got that, you got inverters, you got batteries. Now, if you want to go get 95 fucking car batteries that weigh 1 million pounds and take up half of your space, go ahead. Oh, but if you want to get the good battle-born batteries, the lithium batteries, they're the way to go. They're lightweight, they take up less space. Oh, yeah. Are you going to be able to afford the whole system and a battery that costs $800-900 a piece and you need 3 or 4 of them? Oh, yeah. Solar system's the way to go. It's easy. Go ahead. Yeah. If you want a real one, go ahead. Go price a whole system. And then if you don't know how to install it, now you got to pay somebody to install that shit. So, and all the other shit you need. That's not the only thing you need. To be self-sufficient, to be able to boondock for a long period of time without having to run back and forth constantly, burning up fuel, you're going to have to spend a lot of money on all the gizmos and the gadgets and all the stuff. Again, I say it all the time again, people can afford to be on AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, and every fucking thing else so they can have internet. They can have Wi-Fi boosters and extenders. They have antennas and all kinds of other shit so they can be off grid, but be on grid so they can have Wi-Fi. But they have to spit on a towel and wipe their face because they don't have enough water, and they got to run back and forth and dump, or else they're just in the desert. And I know, no BlindViews, RVers don't do that. It's the locals that do that. Go out there and say, fuck it, and pull them levers and dump their tanks in the damn washes in the desert. Don't tell me they don't do it. They do it. They fucking do it. They do it, and they know they do it. But no. It's not the RVers. We were sent here by God. God put his little fingers like that and grabbed us and went, blunk, and put us down here. We would never do that. The Creator himself. It's the locals. It's all the local. It's the 5 locals that live in Quartzsite. It's not the 2 million of us that come and trash the place. No. It's the 5 people that actually live here. They're the ones that are doing it. See, they're sneaking off and renting RVs and coming in and parking them in the desert, and then they're throwing stuff out and they're making, look, see? It's them RVers. That's what's happening. It's not the RVers. It's all the locals. But yeah, it's not. It's going to be too expensive to even boondock because you're going to need the shit, all the stuff that you need to be self-sufficient. No, it's easy. All you got to do is, yeah, I know. But, and then when people are doing all that crap, I foresee more and more because it's happening already. No, it's not. But it's happening already. More and more BLM is going to be closing. Is what I foresee. You can afford to live in an RV if you do enough infomercials and get free stuff. That is the way to do it. And that's why you see lots of people that do it. You see lots of people that do it all over the place. And they're like, hey, this is our 3rd RV. Look, we're in a big old Class A, and we're going here, and we're going there. Oh, we just went to the Hershey RV show. We sold ours, and we bought that one, and we're taking it away today. And they're driving it away because they got money. They got money out their ass. We stopped at this place, and it was only $100 a night. Yeah, see? So people do it. And then you have the other ones, like you said, that go, hey, Battleborn batteries. You need Battleborn batteries. Don't you get those other lead acid batteries? You need Battleborn batteries. And they were kind enough to send me 9 of them for free. So if you use coupon code BlindViews at checkout, you'll get 10% off of your Battleborn batteries. They're only $9.99. So yes, just under $1,000, and you too can have a Battleborn battery. And don't forget, you're going to need 4. So use that coupon code and be sure to go ahead and get it, because I got mine for free. That's why RVing's great. Yeah, and you're right. Hey, Starlink just sent me this thing for free to try out. Hey, Blue Eddy, they just sent me one of these fucking battery packs. I can do this, and I can do that, and I can do that. I got mine for free. What about you? You're right. That is the best way to be able to go RVing, is to get all kinds of free shit that you need sent to you to try out. Head into the Lurkers Lounge. It's hard to boondock. I don't think most would like it. Yeah, I don't think they would either. 2K invested in just the electrical. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. It's not that cheap. People try to make it sound like it is, but it's not. Yes, boondocking in the desert gets boring. You need to be close to civilization. Yeah. Civilization is overrated. These power plants are super dangerous, and I see people not doing proper installs, fires, and yeah. That's one thing I don't mess with. I mean, I can do simple things, electrical, but, you know, I know basics for, you know, I can put in an outlet in a house or change a switch or something like that. You know, if I want to take a fucking ceiling light out of the ceiling and change it, I can do shit like that. But I'm not going to fucking run, let's put in a new sub fucking panel and put in breakers and run wire all through the house. And no. No. And I'm not going to do that in a van or a bus either, and hope I don't. Oh, I forgot a grommet running through this metal hole that I drilled. I wonder if it's going to rub a hole through that fucking insulation and start sparking and catch my shit on fire. I'll worry about it if I smell something. Boondocking with a group could be fun, but boondocking full time would not be fun. Yeah, I mean, even the diehards that do have all the stuff to go boondock, everybody, they go for at least a couple nights. They got to go spend the money, go to some campsite so they can just relax, turn that fucking shower on and just let it run. Take big old dumps and flush and flush and flush and let it just go down. Turn on the AC and the blow dryer and the microwave and everything all at once, just because you can, not because you need to. Yeah, everybody goes and does that shit. Nobody mentions the noise. Those walls are thin. Yeah, they are little tin cans, man. That's for sure. Nothing cheap about RVs. I know there's not, but hey, they keep pushing it. They keep pushing it. That they keep trying to sell it as a fucking great. Hey, just do it, man. If you're thinking about it, just do it. Because if you think about it, you're not going to do it. Because you're going to go, this is a stupid fucking idea. I'm not selling everything, quit my job and moving into an RV. That's fucking insanity. There's no way I'm going to do that. No. If you're thinking about doing it, just do it. Because if you think too long, you're right, you're not going to do it. That's why you used to see a whole bunch of retired people, because, again, they put in their time. They made sure that their children were alive, and they go away. Go on now, go get married, start your own family, and raise your own kids, because we're out of here. And then go off and take your shit and your little nest egg and go do it. Yeah, because you can. But I sold my house, I quit my job, and I bought an old bus. I spent a year building that thing out, and it breaks down every other weekend. But hey, that's the fun of it. It's all part of the adventure. I love being stressed out, broke down alongside the highway with steam and fucking fluids gushing out of this old bus. I don't know. They do love their stuff. I just went to snowboard for a few months like Grandpa and Grandma did. That's what I would love to do. I'd love to be able to just take off, and if you went out for a month or so and then said, okay, it's time to go home for a couple months and then go back out. Yeah, I'd love to, but yeah, I can't afford that shit. There is if you build one yourself. Yeah, but I'm old now. I ain't got time or the patience or the eyesight to be fucking starting to build one now. Fuck that. If I was 30, maybe. Not now. I'm totally late because I had company. Oh, hello, Marilyn. Yeah, jackeries. You is like Oprah. You get a jackery. You get a jackery. You get a jackery. Man, there a couple of years ago, you couldn't fucking swing a dead cat without hitting somebody. Everybody you clicked on, hey, buy a jackery. I just got this. You fucking click on the next Nomad, and they're setting up their little. I got these portable, and they're folding out their little fucking solar panels. It plugs into my jackery. Just switch to another one. Hey, if you use coupon code blah 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 blah, you can get a jackery. Go to my thing, jackery, and the next one, poof. Jackery! Everybody was getting free jackeries. I'm surprised they're still in business. They gave everybody one for free. Every fucking YouTuber on here. That's a Nomad has a free jackery. I think they have to pay taxes on their free stuff. See, half these folks, they don't know what they're doing when it comes to jobby poo. There, I said it. I stole that from Dave, apparently. Someone said inside an RV is an earthquake. Yeah, it is. It's right in the name. RV is short for recreational vehicle. It's not an FTV, full-time vehicle, full-time living vehicle, FTLV. It's not a full-time living vehicle, 24/7. No, it's a recreational vehicle. It's to throw the kids, the dog in, go away for 2 weeks, and then go back home and park that shit in the driveway or the front yard for half a year, and then go take off again for a weekend here and there. It's for the kids to sneak off into and smoke pot in. It's not to be driven around all day, every day, packed with everything you own. Instead of watching Roman Reckless, have you seen her yet? I subscribed to it, but I really haven't watched her yet. I don't want to have to think about where my water is coming from or where I'll get rid of my trash. Yeah. Jeffy Bear, what up? Karen's gotten 2 or 3 portable power things recently just and give them a I know, everybody gets them, man. Yeah, see, when I watch some of these folks, I hear about them, and they're talking about, I got these 45 apps on my phone, and wanted to tell me where all the, oh, fuck, my COVID brain just kicked in. The wineries and the breweries and the farms and everything that they stay at, what the fuck's it called? The little club you join. But yeah, one tells me where all Harvest Host. Thank you, Marilyn. Yeah, one has the Harvest Host on. The other one tells me where all the Walmarts are, if I can sleep there or not. And there's another one that has all the routes for, I plugged in my RV, and so it doesn't take me anywhere. Has overpasses that we done. And then I got another one that tells me where all this is, and I have another one that tells me where all the other campgrounds are. So now I got to figure out where we're going to go, plot my course. First thing I got to do is I got to call around and go, hey, do you have any openings? Yeah, in 7 months. Okay, never mind. And then all that shit. And then you got to figure out, okay, well, all right, we got one here. We can sleep in a Walmart for tonight. Now we got this one in 3 days. It's over here. What are we going to do till then? So you plot your course and you figure out something to do. Then you go over and you stay at that one. All right, we have another place booked. It's over here. Let's start driving and hooking up and tearing down, setting up and figuring out. And, we got to get there because we had this booked fucking 8 months ago. So now we got to book. Yeah, it's it's just so calming and relaxing when you're stressed out, looking at maps, listening to fucking Garmin telling you turn left, turn right. Do we have Wi-Fi? Oh, we got to make a video. Oh, we can't upload because we don't have the internet. We'll drive over here. Let's go to fucking Starbucks, and I'll go in here and sit here with the laptop for 4 hours while this fucking thing uploads. And then, you know, while you go in and do this and do that, I don't know. It doesn't sound like a fun life to me. It really, really doesn't. I know it's for a lot of people, but it is not for everybody. It just doesn't, it's not that thing that they sell. I'm getting rid of trash with the biggest pain in my ass. Yeah, it is sometimes. I mean, hell, even when you go to the hunting cabin for a weekend or a long weekend, you know, you're up there for, you know, for like 3 nights with like 4 or 5 guys. And you're up there and you're just dicking around and shooting stuff and drinking beer and eating food and just doing a whole lot of nothing. And then you're like, well, it's a hunting cabin. So you gather up all your fucking trash and your garbage and you throw it in your truck and cars. And then you drive around and you stop at some gas station. And while you're pumping fuel, you sneak around out back and you throw all your trash in their dumpster. Yeah, it's just dumb shit like that. I couldn't imagine doing that shit all the time on the reg. It just doesn't sound like fun to me. I don't know. I don't know, man. I haven't seen him for a while. I haven't heard anything. It would be nice to have a comfortable ride and stay in hotels. Hard to justify $100K for an RV. $100K divided by 200 night hotel. That's 500 nights. Oh, they're selling them fucking 100K is nothing, man. For RV now, that's like nothing anymore. Well, that's what I keep saying. And, you know, it's like all those little things, you know, just, well, here, just living in a house. You know, you get up and you go, okay, well, let me go make some coffee and make some eggs, and then let me get my shit started. Let me take a shower so I feel decent and have some energy. Oh, the fucking grass needs mowed. It's time to do laundry. Oh, it's fucking trash night. Let me drag the trash cans out so the trash man can pick it up. And just doing little dumb shit like that. Oh, now I gotta wash dishes because I ate breakfast and all that other shit. Just little dumb stuff. Dust, run the vacuum, you know, just dumb shit. But then again, I'm not saying, look at my life. I wake up and look at my view. It's beautiful. It's another adventure. And then you skip down the road and you go, look, there's a waterfall. Look, there's a creek. Hey, look, there's a deer. Every day is like this. I don't do anything all day. And then here, tomorrow, what am I going to do? Here, this is how I stack my shit in this little tiny space. Here, I get this. I take my cereal. I dump it out of that big box and I put it in little Ziploc bags and I put it over here. And it's just shit like that. But every day is a great day and everything's wonderful. But when you think about it, like I just said the other day, just, okay, we're going to drive from here to here. And even if it's just, okay, I'm boondocking in fucking BLM land. Well, and my 15 days are up or whatever, 14 days. Now I got to drive 25 miles or whatever the rule is and go. I can't stay here anymore. And they're starting to enforce the stuff because people are bitching about it. They can't just live there forever in their one little spot because people are bitching about that now. Oh, they're coming around and making us move. So now you got to drive. So before you do that, you got to gather everything up and you got to pack everything away so your dishes don't fall off and smash and everything, all your shit that you pulled out in your coffee maker and all that. You got to put all that shit away. You got to pack everything up. You got to roll up your little rug and throw all your sand and everything in there. And you got to pack all that shit away. Put your awning in. Fold up your chairs and all that good fucking shit because you're sitting around just doing nothing. And now you got to drive. Then you get to your space, and now you got to put everything, you got to put it all back out. You got to get all your shit back out and sit on the counters, and you do everything. And then you get your little mat, you roll it back out. You put your little chairs down, your little thing, so you can sit back and drink your beer and stare across the campfire for the next 14 days and do absolutely nothing. But then you go, oh, I fucking can't stand the way I smell. I stink. My skin is like fucking sandpaper. My hair, you could wring it out and fucking fry eggs and all the grease. I really need to take a shower. Well, where am I going to do that at? Even if you do got an RV, you have a limited little water tank that you got to soap up and hope you get rinsed off. And then now you got to go get more water. So now you got to drive. So you got to put all your shit away. And then you got to drive. You got to put water, steal water from a gas station. Oh, look, there's a hose bib. Let me just fill that up. And then you drive back to your little spot and you do that all over again. And I got to wash clothes. Well, let's go to the laundromat and fucking feed that thing a bazillion quarters and then do that and wait and da-da-da-da-da. And that kind of, just all that little normal shit takes a lot of time. So you're either dirty as fuck, wearing nasty ass clothes, or you're out having adventures all the time because you're not washing your nasty ass and washing your clothes and keeping your living area clean and skipping around having an adventure every day, all day, looking at the beautiful fucking views and driving from, you know, Minnesota to Wisconsin and Wisconsin to where, you know, you're not doing it. Things take time. There isn't that many hours in a day. Whoa, Nellie's here. I don't know. Live in Michigan, got tired of being cold. Missed the controlled heat from a furnace, yeah. Again, hey, if that's your life and you want to do it, that's great. But, you know, just don't try to sell it as, you know, every day is wonderful. Every day is an adventure. Every day I have a new view every day. You look out your window and you see the same thing year after year after year, day after day for years. I have a new view every day. Look at the beautiful mountains. Look at the ocean. Look at this lake. Look at the deer. Look at the forest. Look at it. No. Look at the Walmart parking lot. Look at this lamppost. Look at this bum pissing against a tree. Look at the yeah. It's not rainbows and sunshine every day. And that's all I'm saying. Because again, if I could afford it, I wouldn't sell everything and move into an RV, but I would definitely have one and go, hey, one of you kids come in and make sure the place doesn't burn down while we're gone. See ya in about a month. And then we'd leave and then come back. But yeah, to go move in one, no. Traveling with others in one RV isn't that great. Well, see, that's another thing that I couldn't do. Hey, there's Rob Q. What's up? That's another thing I couldn't do, is do that whole hanging out with a tribe thing. It would be fun for a while to have a little meetup and go, hey, how you guys doing? We'll hang out. But that, okay, we're going to go to the next place and the next place and the next place. In some big caravan thing? No. Because I know how people are, and I know how I would be pissed off. Okay, we're leaving here. We're going to the next place. All right. We're going to leave at 9 o'clock. Okay, well, now you have to tell those people that we're leaving at 7:30, so they might be fucking ready by 10. And no. And then you got the one that's going to go, hey, the light's turning yellow, and they're going to floor it, and they're going to go. And they're going to leave you behind. Yeah, all that shit. But yeah, if you say we're leaving at 9, guess what? At 5 of 9, I'm going to be sitting there going, okay, 5 more minutes and we're getting ready to go. And then when fucking 9:45 rolls around, I'm fucking throwing shit, kicking stuff, throwing rocks at people and calling everybody a motherfucker. So yeah, I could never do that. I could never do it. I know people would piss me off. Megavan Mike. That group I used to watch never got away from one place to the next before 10. Well, if that was the time, that's fine. But see, I know, like I said, I know people be, okay, we're going to leave at this time. And there's always at least one that is fucking 45 minutes late, half hour late, whatever it be. And that would drive me insane. I would be smashing their windows and flattening their tires and going, now you have a reason to be late. I'm out of here. I hate when people are late. That insinuates that their time is more precious than mine and my time is nothing. it has no fucking value. And that pisses me off. Yeah. Like I said, doing it for a while to hang out, you know, for a couple of days and then go, hey, it's cool to hang out with you. I'm out of here. Yeah, exactly. Hello again, Beanie. Yeah, I made it back. Something that allows out. Yeah. Yeah, it's a crazy thing though, man. Let's see, what else? What else do I got for what do I think is going to be, I think I was giving someone a ride to an event we were both attending. After I waited in her apartment parking lot for 10 minutes, I saw her look out the window. I started the car and left without her. There you go. That's me, man. I hate that. Because again, if you say this time I will be early, I will wait 15 minutes because I'll be 15 minutes early. I had a coach that used to tell us that all the time. If you're 5 minutes early, you're on time. If you're here on time, you're late. And that's the way I am. I would not mind buying an older, smaller travel trailer and gut it, but that is a project. I fear that by the time I'm finished, I'd be too old to travel. Yeah, and that's my thing. I mean, I would love to have had made a box truck or something, you know, because I'm 6'1", so a box truck, it's nice and tall. You can stand up in them and walk around, and they're pretty spacious. But yeah, I'm old. I'm blind. I'm out of shape, and yeah, that's a project for a young person. And I'm not paying some moron to half-ass it for me. But yeah, if this fad, this trend was a thing back when I was younger, yeah, I'd have probably jumped on it and did something crazy. But yeah, to start a project like that now, nah, I'm too old and don't give two shits about it. I wonder what some of these YouTubers are really like. I heard Panda is the only one who acts the same. I've heard things from certain people about certain other people. I've met a couple people. Well, quite a few actually. So yeah, it's some people are shocking. Some people I was surprised by. Some people were pretty much the same. But yeah, it does run a gambit. And I think that's another thing. I think that I can confirm Lola is wonderful. Yes, she is. Lola and Vicky are awesome. Sightseeing Sally is awesome. I met her and hung out with her. She is fucking cool. There's a lot of folks. Margie and Jeff. RVX is April. Very cool people. C-Dubs. She's a hoot. She's really, really cool. But I foresee smaller stuff. You know, not so much like, you know, Class B's like vans, but smaller, you know, tow behinds and even smaller Class A's, because they already have these little tiny, you know, like 30 foot, 32 foot or whatever Class A's. I just see these weird tiny little things, like maybe a van, more looking like a van, but I guess you call like a Super C. They'll have like super beat, like more van type, but higher with a big bubble over the top or something weird. I foresee smaller things because everybody wants to go smaller now. I was in Flagstaff this summer, and I messaged Living Free Mike, and he wouldn't tell me where his property was, so I could meet him, but he wouldn't tell me where his property was. Oh. Bunny seems like she would be fun to catch. Yeah, Bunny does seem like she would be fun. I didn't meet her, but I talked to her a couple times, and I had the interview with her. She was here with us, and she is so cool. I enjoy her a lot. I really do. I love her energy. She is fun. I bet Mike is cool. And if not sure. I don't know. Me and Mike we never did get along. We had our little beef that lasted quite some time. I'm old grouchy and I hate people. Me too, Kath. I'd get along with you, Kathy. Master Flash. And Scooter. I met Eric, but I mean, a lot of you can't tell a lot about people I only met him. I hung out with him for damn it, excuse me, only for I don't know, maybe 15-20 minutes, half hour tops. So it wasn't like we what color was the spoon exactly? So it wasn't like we spent a day or two together or anything, but he was kind. He was generous. He invited me into his home again. I said this a couple of times. He could have said, hey, hi, stay out there. He was like, no, come on in. So yeah, he could have stood in this doorway and talked to me as I stood at the bottom of his steps. But yeah, Jax ran out. I petted him and was talking to him, and then he invited me in. We hung out for a little bit, but yeah, we made plans to do stuff the next day, but it rained and shit, and we didn't. He went off with some other folks because it was raining. They went in town and did something. So yeah, we didn't meet back up the next day, and then we left after that. So, but yeah, he was kind, but then again, you can't. Wasn't like we hung out. But the graham cracker wants a Walmart parking lot. But yeah, it was. There are some folks that I did meet that are pretty cool. Barb, the old farmer's wife, she's a hoot. Here's another thing I think's going to happen next year. I hate to say it, and I know people are going to go, no way. But I think you're going to see a little bit more crime. We're going to see more crime. You're going to hear more stories about crime in campsites. More attacks on one another, more thefts and things like that. And I definitely think that there's going to be more of those lying in wait in remote area things. The help me, flagging down people and then robbing them and stuff. I think that's going to happen more often next year. I think it's going to get worse. I think the crime rate and the nasty people is going to catch up to the RVing community. I foresee it happening. Wandering Gypsy. Yeah, there's a bunch of people that I haven't heard from or seen videos or anything from in a while. And I do have people that actually will comment. They'll say, I don't watch them anymore, or I haven't watched the Nomads in a year or two. And I'm over it, and it's nothing new, and this is blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so I don't know. I think it's run its course as far as YouTube and stuff like that goes. I don't think people are that interested anymore. Because again, we've been everywhere. We've seen everything. We know how to poop in a bucket. We know how to dump a black tank in a gray tank. And yeah, we know how to put reflectors on our windows. We know how to sleep in a Walmart parking lot. We know all that stuff. There's really nothing new. That is true. That is true. And that's it. All that no bail stuff. Did you assault someone? Did you run someone over with your car while you were drunk? Are they dead now? Well, go on back out in the street. There's no cash bail stuff here. We can't afford to keep you, and you can't afford to pay bail. So just go ahead. We'll try to get a hold of you when your court date's due. Oh, and by the way, if your court date comes up and we say, hey, your court date's here, and you go, we still can't come and get you. We have to wait at least 48 more hours. Try to notify you again. Wait 48 more hours. Then we can try to come find you if we want to. That is the new policy in a lot of these places. We know how to dig a cat hole. That's right. Thanks to the Bob. It's not as cool, but I like watching people with similar interests. Oops. Who in a Nomad community would you want to meet if you could? Who in a Nomad community? Let's see. Because I had to figure out the folks that I met. I just going to Lollapalooza one year. I did meet a whole bunch of people. So if I could meet one of the nomads, who would it be? Two right off the top of my head. One would be Static Camper Van. I think he's a cool dude. I like him. He seems chill, seems intelligent. So I think he'd be fun to hang out with for a day. I would like to I would like to spend a day with Chrome. I think that would be a blast, hanging out with him for a day. The Canadian feller. Morgan. I would yeah, I would hang out with Morgan. I've spoken with her on the phone twice now, and we texted a couple times. She is very interesting to speak with. She is a pretty interesting person. Demonic, but he's not a nomad. Let's see. But yeah, there are two right off the top of my head. I'm sure there's more. Again, I didn't meet, but spent some time on Zoom and stuff with Bunny. She's really cool. I like this. I would do a day with her and Riley, or her and Ladybug out. D would be fun. Her and D, they seem like they have a lot of fun together too. Bunny and D. That'd be fun. Yeah, it's pretty much off the top of my head thinking about it. Morgan will wear you out. Yeah, Morgan, she's an interesting person, that's for sure. I'm interested in sewing Edwardian capes and skirts right now. I want to make a nice witchy outfit. Oh, that sounds like fun. Yeah, they're really cool people. They are. Margie's really cool. Jeff was quiet. He spoke a little bit, but yeah, he seemed really cool too, though. He suddenly became a nomad. Line Screw, yeah, Line Screw would be he's another one like Bunny. I spent some Zoom time with him as well. He's a real cool dude. I would love to hang with him for a while. It would be fun. There's a lot of folks. Yeah, she is very cool. Yeah, Jeff was there for a while. I talked to him for a little bit. Like I said, he was pretty quiet. Those two, Beanie, are awesome. For sure. Definitely cool people to hang out with. I wouldn't mind hanging out with Nikki Delventhal either. She seems like she could be an interesting person for a while. There's something about her that annoys my wife. My wife always says, I don't know, there's something about her. I don't know what it is, but oh, you did, Beanie? That's cool. Yeah, Vicky. Vicky's something, man. She is awesome. She's just way too cool. I mean, what can you say about Vicky? That girl, she is something. That is for sure. No, her stuff isn't on there. Oh, it's right here. Here's a Vicky thing. Focus. There we go. Yep, Vicky and Lola. Lola was here. She came here and hung out. That was fun. And then we went to Lollapalooza and hung out with Lola again and Vicky and met Barb, the old farmer's wife, and RV Rebel Girl, the Dan Van, I'm Not Chuck, C-Dubs, and Frugal, and oh man, there's just so many people. Papa Texas, Nomad Fanatic, Saucy, and Badge, yeah. Oh yeah, Badge and Neil from No Legs, No Problem. That was fun. Yeah, Strong's Adventure. Yep. Billy and Rhonda, for sure. Yeah, there's just so many people. Met a whole bunch of folks. It was really fun. I enjoyed it. A lot of nice people, though. Yeah, Badge was I thought he was going to pass out. He was like, what the fuck? And then Neil, like I said, I never saw a guy with no legs jump up off a couch so fast in my life, man. Yeah, Beanie, I said Barb, the old farmer. Like, yep. Yeah, Marilyn would be cool. If she's not that far from me, one of these days, I'm going to get close enough and say, hey, meet me here. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, she left here and went down there to you guys, I think, or vice versa. I forget if she was with you and then came here or left here and went down there. I forget, but yeah. Yeah, Lollapalooza is it's a good thing. It's, again, it doesn't get all crazy, wild, and wacky with a bazillion people. It doesn't get overrun, doesn't get out of hand. It's, nice folks, good things, good things happening. Oh, it was here and then down to you. Okay. Yeah, that was an epic road trip. Yep, it sure was. All right. Well, we had a snafu. I ran it a little bit and then the internet shut down. I got back on. So we talked about all kinds of stuff. Been on here over an hour talking about nothing. I don't want to wear out my welcome. I'm going to let you fine folks go. Do what it is that you guys are going to do. So I'm going to start wrapping it on up here for the evening because the missus is actually home. She's usually not home on Thursdays. She usually doesn't get home until like 11 or 11:30 on Thursday nights. But she was home today. That's how I went and had sushi because I had my chauffeur here. And it was great. Do love me some sushi. It was really good. Real stuff. Made by real Asian folks. Not by a Mexican in a gas station. Oh, yeah. All righty. Well, I do appreciate everybody hanging out. I do want to thank everybody that supports the channel. You guys are amazing. Thanks to all my mods. Luckily, they haven't had anything to do lately. We like it that way. Maybe I have to piss some people off so they can come over here and you guys can have something to do. Oh, shit. All right. Well. Oh. Oh, then when they come over, all we can do when they start talking all kinds of trash, we just tell them.
Wait, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
I'm sorry? What did
You're
you
just
say?
coming off stupid.
I know, I have been slacking. I have been. I got to get back on my game and start pissing people off. I was hoping that Paula would pop on because I wanted to thank her. She gave me a very, very nice compliment it was there. It was hit hard. I was like, yes. She said, I love the way you edit your videos. And I was like, well, awesome. I mean, not that I spend my entire day doing it, but I do put the effort in and I try to,
maximum effort.
I do try to put the effort in, and I do enjoy the editing part of it, and it was nice for someone to actually notice. And it sometimes you do get a little discouraged, like, man, I put a lot of time in this video and nobody's watching it, but I still put the same amount of effort in when I'm getting 200 views as I did when I got 4,000 views. So yeah, it's still the same. I'm not going to slack off just on account of because, but I really I really enjoyed that comment. I mean, it was like, cool. Somebody actually noticed the work that I put in, because, you know, hey, I can't go out and about like everybody else and show you all kinds of, you know, animals and waterfalls and the river and all other stuff, because I'm an old blind guy. I don't drive. I can't go anywhere. So I have to do something to make this sitting here talking head videos. I have to, you know, on a video platform, make it some kind of interesting to watch instead of just one static picture and me just blah, 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 blah. So I try to make it interesting visually, as well as trying to come up with good topics and spewing my bullshit and telling you the way I see it. But I do appreciate those kind of comments. Well, thank you. I do appreciate that stuff, because it's the short. Yeah, I was just trying them. They're kind of a pain in the ass, but well, thanks everybody. Yeah. But yeah, it's just one of them things. It's just one of them things. You put a little bit of time in, and it's fun. It's fun. But yeah, the shorts, it was and I'm here for the money, but yeah, you don't get any money for them things yet. They're talking about paying, but it sounds like a wacky deal. But I just wanted to see what would happen if I would get views, if I would get any subscribers from them, and what the big deal was. And I experimented for a bit. I might do a couple more in the future, but I'm not going to just sit there and pump out shorts. That's not my dealio. But I will do a couple more now that I know how it works and what it does. But we shall see. But in the meantime, may all your babies be born toothless and naked. Don't let your meatloaf. Blind viewers are awesome. And I should know, because I'm Blind Views, and that's the way I see it.
What we do here is go back.